This Honda you are seeing here is the only affordable Honda you can buy in this economy that doesn't YAWO. This was the only Honda car before 2011 that will not disappoint you unknowingly. You see all these Honda EOD, they do this CRV, Odyssey, Pilots, the leg will just scatter on the road. But this one was ahead of its time. You know Nigerians love Honda, but the fact that it could disappoint you or the days you don't plan for it was the only reason a lot of people used to shy away from Honda. My name is Crank of 234 Drive, and today I'll be showing you why the 8th generation Honda Civic is one of the most underrated compact sedans you can buy, own and drive in Nigeria. I will show you why this is my favorite compact sedan. Apart from the fact that this is the car I used to learn how to drive, so I have a soft spot for this car, a very personal connection. But still, yes, the Corolla is a worthy rival, the Corolla is great, the Corolla is perfect, but I will still pick this car over the Corolla. And in this video, I'll tell you why. The first thing is that this car is interestingly shaped. You look at it, you know that there was an intention in making sure that this car was beautifully crafted. And that is something Honda does. But let me just say that is an edge Honda has always had over Toyota. Toyota will first do their own car, then Honda will come and give us new spice, new design. So this shape is just really interesting. Like it just curves all the way. The nickname of this car is the iRobot. iRobot just means that Nigerians felt like this car looked like a robot. So as far back as 2006, this was already a robot to Nigerians. That means this car was advanced, not just to me, but to everybody. There are two types of this Honda. There's the Euro spec and there's the US spec. This is the US spec. The Euro spec has like a curvy light. Still the same thing, but like the light is just different in front and at the rear. So this car, as far back as 2006, already looking like an electric car. Honda was ahead with this car. Another interesting thing about this car, why I will pick it over its virals, is that the body shape has variety. There's the coupe, there's the hatchback, and there's this normal sedan. So the coupe is a little bit sporty. Not even a little bit, it's very sporty. And you agree with me that Honda does extra job in making sure that the coupe to their Accord, the two-door version of their normal compact cars, look extremely beautiful. Now there's the coupe, there's the hatchback. So depending on your driving needs or your driving style, you can choose. This car is interestingly shaped, and I like that about the Honda Civic, iRobot, 8th generation, whatever you call it. I am in love with this car. This is a cheap and cheerful car you should have. Let's check out the interior. Yeah, so the interior is very, I won't call this basic, I'll say simple. 14 years ago, when I first stepped into this car, I told you this was the car I used to learn how to drive. 14 years ago, when I first stepped into this car, the first thing I took personally was this steering. Let's take off this. So this steering is just very cute. It's a 2-spoke steering wheel, very cute. Like, it looks like a toy. Like, it's just very comfortable. I don't even know why the owner puts this around it. Me, I was just like, but I think it's cracking, so he wants to just preserve that steering wheel. When you start it up, you don't already push the start button. Normally you use a key. So start it up now. Yeah. You see two things and you're like, what's going on here? You see a screen that has only one gauge, and you look up here and you see a digital screen. The temperature gauge, the speedometer, and the fuel gauge is digital. You know that up until now, there's no car that has this thing. Like that has a manual gauge cluster and a digital one together in the same car. So when you're speeding, it's calculating it in digital formats for you. The gear knob too looks very playful, looks very childish, very playful, young at heart. The handbrake too is just normal. It's not normal. Normally you drag back, but this one it goes in a manner, comes out in a manner like it is animated. Another thing about this dashboard is that it feels like the driver section is just one side, like it is perfectly halved into two, the front part. So the driver section is this side, everything that concerns the driver is into this side. So it feels like the driver has his own control station inside the car, and every other place is just for you to have fun. This is a very good first timer car for anybody. I mean, I'll still tell you about the problems. There's no car that doesn't have problems, but this car is really awesome. Like, compared to the driver, offers much. Like, yeah, the AC works well. There's no screen. It's just a blue screen, very small LCD screen for radio, everything. It sounds good, it sounds nice. There are different trims for this car. There's the DX, which is just the regular basic one. Then we have the LX, which is very common one. This is the LX. Then we have the EX. There's also EXL, meaning this seat will be leather. This one is cloth. So yeah, what you get in the EX is sunroof, a bigger screen for newer versions, and better speakers. But really, the LX, the common one, is very equipped for your use. ABS is standard. The car really works well, and it just has options. Like unlike the Corolla that is just bland, this one is not bland, and I really like that. You can see presence of cloth material here, plastic material here. Yeah, this car is very upscale, more upscale than most of its rivals. I really like that. This car runs on, there are two different types of engine. There's the 1.6 liter 4-cylinder engine. This is the 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine, and they are paired to a 5-speed automatic gearbox. And yeah, I must tell you that I drove this car here and it did not perform badly at all. A very small engine, pushes itself about 140 horsepower, pushes itself. Very simple engine, very simple engine, non-problematic engine, except you mess it up. You don't maintain it properly, you don't do your oil change as well as I went due, then you can mess it up. Slot formation in this engine is very brutal. It's going to mess the engine up, it's going to make it drop in performance. So now, let's talk about the problems you'd face owning this car in Nigeria. What are the issues you face owning the 8th generation Honda Civic in Nigeria? Those problems, because there's no car without problems. Let's get into it. Please subscribe to our channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel now. That is how we grow. That is what gives us inspiration to bring more videos. I know how long people are asking me to find this car. We found it from somewhere. Do you know where we are? This is Lagos, but this is not even Lagos. You don't want to know where we are. So yeah, thank you for supporting. Like, share, repost. Those likes, they do a lot for us. So yeah, press it. Let's get back into it. This car is not problematic. Like I tell you for free, this is not a problematic car. But a lot of people have complained to me, oh, the gearbox has given me issue before. So I want to break down the problems that you face if you own this car. First thing is that the window switch fails a lot. This window switch here, you just try to wind up, it doesn't work. Just so that the window switch has failed, go to the market and change it. The window switch fails. That's a flaw on this car, the window switch. Second thing is that I told you that this car doesn't YAWO. The ball joint is good. It doesn't overturn, it doesn't bend, it doesn't disappoint you on the road. But one thing that is very common with the suspension of this car is that the lower arm fails. The lower arm fails, the front and the back. Even the back, people complained that time when the 2006 came out that the lower arm at the back was too short. Once you start driving over bumps, holes, gallops, and you start to hear a clunking sound like kulu, 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 kulu. Once you drive over bumps, know that your lower arm bushing is bad, or the lower arm will have to be replaced. So once you hear that sound, you know what to do. It's not ball joint. The ball joints in this car don't feel like other ones. It can have ball joint issue, but it's not YAWO. It's not embarrassing you, don't worry. But lower arm issue, yes, on this car. The third problem you face while owning this car is that the power steering pump, yes, can be defective. So once you start to drive, you're driving, you start the car, you want to turn, you're hearing squeaking sound like as you're turning your car. Or you're turning the car is on, but it is hard. You need to change your power steering pump. Don't worry, a true cost video is coming up sometime soon on this car, on the Honda Civic. A true cost video will show you the cost and breakdown of all these things that I've been mentioning. So yeah, power steering fails, and that's the third problem you have on this car. Problem number 4 is that something they call engine mount. In Nigeria, a lot of mechanics call it engine mounting. First time I heard engine mounting, I thought it was an actual thing like a mountain, but yeah, it's actually a mountain because the engine sits on it. But it's not mounting, it is mounting, because that is what mounts your engine to the body of the car. Your engine and your car body, they are not directly connected. There's a metal connected to the engine, a metal connected to the body of the car. Then in the center, you have like a rubber that damps the effects of that engine pressure. So once you start your car, you put it in gear and you hear boom or bah, like it's going forward and backward. It means your engine and transmission assembly is shaking. That means the engine mount is bad. You need to replace it. The fifth and the last issue this car had is that when Honda made this car, because Honda was being very considerate of the world, they used an eco-friendly paint. But that paint material, I don't think the research and development was adequately done, because after 8-10 years, the paint material starts to chip, starts to discolor. Like maybe your car is blue, at the same time you see blue, all the color waves, is it color waves they call it? Like color separation of blue. blue, indigo, you see white, you see like different colors. It starts to separate on that panel. So you just have to scrape off that paint and repaint your car with a normal paint. Eco-friendly paint did not work. But my car is still economical, still great, still looks good, still the iRobot, still cute, still sexy, still a badass car for the Nigerian condition. A paint defect won't stop me. Get it? The cost of this car in today's market, in today's economy, is 5 to 6 million naira for a Tokunbo unit of the 2007 to 2011 Honda Civic. Don't buy 2006 like I told you. So 5 to 6 million naira for tokes between 1.5 to 3.5, depending on how clean it is, depending on the year, depending on the trim. But yeah, 3 million naira will get you this car, a very clean one that you will just own, absorb, maintain, take care of like a baby, you know. So yeah, this car is a very, very good car to have. So yeah, in conclusion, I think this is a very great compact sedan to drive, own and buy in Nigeria because it is technologically advanced. Digital gauge cluster, hello. Cute steering wheel, hello. iRobot lights, hello. This is a very, very cute car to want to drive in Nigeria. Very problem-free, very economical. Yeah, so compared to drivers, I'll pick this one. My name is Crank of 234 Drive, Crank of 234 on Instagram. Follow our Instagram page at 234 Drive everywhere. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, where else? Twitter. We are everywhere. And you know, as usual, if you're looking to buy this car or any other car, you need professional guidance, you need to know what's going on in the market, shoot us an email 234drive@gmail.com and we'll be happy to point you in the right direction. Before I go, let me know what car do you want to see next? What car do you want us to find and review for you? What car do you want to see next on this channel? Comment it below. Also tell me what you love best about this Honda Civic. Bye.